Are you ready for the moment everything changes? The storms you've faced, the battles you've fought, they've all led to this. Right now, the stage is set for your biggest breakthrough yet. This isn't just another message. This is your confirmation that the time to rise is now. Before we dive into the powerful truths ahead, do this. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop "ready" in the comments if you're claiming this victory. Stay locked in. What's coming next will shift everything. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Awakening of the Unstoppable. Listen closely. They tried to break you. They did everything in their power to silence you. They whispered lies into your ear. They pushed you down hoping you'd stay there. But look at you now. You're still standing, still breathing, still here. Do you know what that means? It means they failed. Every plot, every attack, every word meant to destroy you, it all failed. Because you were never meant to fall. You were never meant to be defeated. You were chosen. Look around. This is your time. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Stop doubting who you are. Stop apologizing for your strength. Stop questioning why you've survived what others could not. Let me tell you why. Because God made you unstoppable. Yes, the battles were brutal. The pain was real. They hit you with everything they had. They thought you'd crumble under the weight. They thought you'd give up. God didn't choose you by accident. He didn't make a mistake. He knew exactly what he was doing. He saw the strength in you long before you saw it in yourself. That's why the enemy fought so hard to break you. He saw your potential. He saw what you were capable of. He saw the power within you, and he was terrified. Their fear doesn't define you. Their hate doesn't limit you. Their attacks don't control you. You don't belong to them. You belong to God. And when God chooses someone, no enemy, no obstacle, no force on earth can stop them. So I ask you now, how much longer will you wait to claim what's already yours? How much longer will you live like you're powerless? Stop playing small. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You are not a victim. You are not weak. You are chosen. They tried to break you, but they only awakened your strength. They tried to silence you, but they only amplified your voice. They tried to stop you, but all they did was make you unstoppable. This is your awakening. This is your moment. Rise up, stand tall, and let the world know God's chosen ones don't lose. Chapter 2. The battle they didn't see coming. They underestimated you. They thought you were weak. They thought the weight of life would crush you. But they forgot one thing. Chosen ones don't back down. Look at the battles you've faced. The betrayals, the injustice. They threw it all at you, hoping you'd fold. But every time they came against you, they only fueled the fire God placed within you. They didn't see it, but the more they attacked, the stronger you became. Do you hear that? It's the sound of chains breaking, chains of fear, chains of doubt, chains they tried to wrap around your spirit. But you weren't made to be chained. You were made to break barriers. You were made to rise above every obstacle. The fight was never fair, but it was never meant to be. They had the numbers, they had the power, they had the advantage. But what they didn't have was God on their side. And you were never alone. Every battle you faced was a setup, a divine setup for your elevation. You thought you were losing, but you were being refined. Every scar on your soul is proof that God was shaping you into something unstoppable. The enemy's plan backfired. Their attacks didn't destroy you, they revealed you. Now it's time to stop fighting like a victim. You're not in survival mode anymore. This isn't just about getting through the day. This is about taking back everything they tried to steal. Your joy, your peace, your purpose. It's time to claim it all. Do you understand what you've been called to do? You've been called to disrupt, to dismantle the systems they built to oppress you, to tear down the walls they tried to box you in with. That's why the fight has been so intense, because your victory isn't just about you. It's about everyone watching you, everyone depending on your courage to show them what's possible. They thought they were fighting a battle against you, but this isn't just your fight, this is God's fight. And when God fights for you, the outcome is already decided. Victory is inevitable. So stop hesitating. Stop doubting. Take the fight to them. You're not just surviving. You're taking territory. They tried to break you, but now they'll witness what it means to be unstoppable. Chapter 3. The power within you. Stop looking outside yourself for the answer. Stop waiting for permission. Stop believing the lie that you're not enough. Everything you need has already been placed within you. You've doubted it for too long. You've questioned whether you were strong enough, smart enough, or brave enough. But let me tell you something. The power you're searching for isn't out there. It's in you. God didn't make a mistake when He chose you. He equipped you with everything you'd ever need to win. Look at your life. Look at what you've already overcome. That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was strength. That was resilience. That was the power they couldn't take from you. They tried, didn't they? They tried to convince you that you were powerless. But here's the truth. They were afraid. They were terrified of what would happen if you ever realized just how powerful you truly are. And now it's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop playing small. The power within you wasn't meant to be contained. It wasn't meant to stay quiet. It was meant to disrupt. It was meant to change everything. Every time they said you couldn't do it, you proved them wrong. Every time they told you to stay down, you stood back up. Every time they counted you out, you became stronger. That wasn't an accident. That was God working through you, reminding you who you are. You're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. You're not here to conform. You're here to transform. The power in you isn't ordinary. It's divine. And when you tap into it, there is nothing, no enemy, no obstacle, no fear that can stop you. You have to believe it. You have to stop listening to the voices that told you you're not enough. You have to silence the doubts in your mind. Because if you don't believe in the power within you, how will anyone else? This is your moment, not to wait, not to hesitate, but to act, to rise, to unleash everything God placed in you. The world has been waiting for you to step into your power. The enemy has been hoping you'd stay asleep, but now you're awake. Now you're aware. And now you're unstoppable. Chapter 4. The adversity that shaped you. Every storm you've faced was meant to destroy you. Every trial, every loss, every moment of pain, they thought it would be the end of you. They thought the adversity would break you. But instead, it built you. It shaped you. It made you into something unshakable. Listen to me. Chosen ones are forged in fire. That's why your path wasn't easy. That's why the pain felt unbearable. God wasn't punishing you. He was refining you. He was removing the weaknesses they relied on to defeat you. Every tear you cried, every wound you endured was part of His plan to prepare you for this moment. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. That's why they came at you so hard. That's why the opposition was relentless. They saw your potential before you did. They saw the greatness within you, and they tried to snuff it out. But instead of breaking, you became stronger. Instead of running, you stood your ground. The adversity didn't stop you. It revealed you. Every time you were tested, something inside you grew. Courage, strength, faith. The things they couldn't see, the things they couldn't take away, became the foundation of who you are now. You didn't just survive the storm. You mastered it. You learned how to navigate the darkness, how to rise above the chaos, how to stand tall when everything around you was falling apart. And now you are unshakable. Now you are unstoppable. But let me be clear. This journey wasn't just about you. The adversity you faced wasn't just your battle. It was a lesson, a testimony, a blueprint for others who are watching you. Because when they see you rise, they realize they can rise too. When they see your strength, they find their own. That's what it means to be chosen. Chosen ones don't crumble under pressure. They thrive in it. The adversity you faced was never a sign of weakness. It was proof of your strength. It was God's way of saying, this one can handle more. And now you know you are capable of more than you ever imagined. So stand tall, wear your scars with pride. They are not signs of defeat, they are evidence of victory. The adversity that tried to break you only confirmed one thing: you were made for this. Chapter 5. The justice that cannot be denied. They thought they got away with it. The lies they told, the traps they set, the pain they caused. They believed no one saw what they did. But they were wrong. God saw it all, every act of betrayal, every moment of cruelty, every scheme designed to tear you down. They thought they were untouchable, but justice has a way of catching up with everyone. And let me remind you, God's justice is perfect. It's unstoppable. You've waited for this moment. You've cried out, wondering when the scales would tip in your favor. You've endured injustice, watching as those who hurt you seem to prosper. But hear me now, the wait is over. God's justice doesn't operate on their timeline, it operates on His. And when it comes like a flood, washing away every lie, every attack, every obstacle. Look around, the shift is happening. What they stole will be returned to you tenfold. The ground they gained will be taken back. Every weapon they used against you is being dismantled. The tables are turning, and they are not prepared for what's coming. But here's what they didn't understand. Justice isn't just about punishment. It's about restoration. God isn't just dealing with them. He's elevating you. The tears you cried are being turned into joy. The strength you built in the storm is now your weapon. The pain you endured is becoming your platform. This isn't revenge. This is vindication. They tried to silence you, but now your voice is louder than ever. They tried to break you, but now your presence is unshakable. They tried to bury you, but now you're standing taller than they ever imagined. Justice isn't coming. It's already here. The enemies who mocked you will watch as God prepares a table for you in their presence. The ones who doubted you will see the evidence of your victory. And the world will know God fights for His chosen. So lift your head, stand in your power. You don't have to chase justice, it's chasing you. The victory is already written, and nothing can stop what's coming. Chapter 6. The victory that redefines you. This is your moment, not theirs, not the moment of your enemies or your doubters. This is your victory, and it is unstoppable. They said you'd never make it. They said the weight of your struggle would crush you, but look where you are now. You didn't just survive, you won. This victory isn't ordinary. It's not the kind that fades or gets forgotten. This victory redefines everything they thought they knew about you. It silences every lie. It breaks every label they tried to place on you. It proves once and for all that God's chosen ones don't just overcome. They rise beyond what anyone thought possible. Look back for a moment, not to dwell on the pain, but to see how far you've come. The battles you fought, the nights you cried out, the days when giving up seemed easier. Every single one of those moments led to this. Your enemies thought the fight was about them, but the fight was always about revealing the strength God placed inside you. And now the world sees what God always knew, that you are unbreakable, that you are unstoppable, that you are chosen. This victory is the evidence of His promise over your life. They can't deny it, they can't ignore it, and they can't take it away. This is just the beginning. Victory isn't the end. It's the launch pad, the place where you step into a new level of purpose, authority, and impact. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you here. There is more to conquer, more to achieve, more to claim. So stand tall, walk in the power of your victory. Don't apologize for it. Don't explain it to those who doubted you. Let your life speak louder than their words. Let your victory remind them that God's chosen are never defeated. They tried to break you, but look at you now. This isn't just a win. This is a revelation. You are the proof that nothing and no one can stop what God has ordained, and this is only the beginning. Chapter 7. The call to rise higher. Victory is not where you stop, it's where you rise. Chosen ones, listen carefully. This is your moment to elevate, to step beyond survival, beyond success, and into destiny. The world is watching you now. Your enemies are watching. Your allies are watching. What will you do next? This is not the time to settle. This is not the time to rest on what you've achieved. God didn't bring you through the fire just so you could stand still. He refined you, strengthened you, and set you apart for something greater. Look at your life. Look at the battles you've won. Do you really think that was the end of your story? No. The fight wasn't just about proving them wrong. It was about proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. And now, with the world as your stage, it's time to step into the fullness of your calling. Rising higher won't be easy. They'll come at you again, harder this time. They'll try to drag you back down. But here's the truth they don't want to face. You're not the same person they attacked before. You're stronger, wiser, more equipped. You've been through the fire and you came out unshakable. What they don't realize is that every attempt to stop you only propels you further. Every roadblock becomes a stepping stone. Every attack becomes a lesson. That's what it means to be chosen. Nothing is wasted. Every moment of struggle, every ounce of pain is turned into fuel for your rise. But rising higher isn't just about you. It's about the people watching you. The ones who are inspired by your resilience. The ones who are waiting for permission to rise themselves. Your victory isn't just personal, it's a light for others to follow. So ask yourself, how much higher are you willing to go? How much more are you willing to claim? This isn't the time to hold back. This is the time to go all in, to shatter the limits they tried to place on you. To rise so high that even your enemies have to admit God's power in your life. They tried to stop you at every level, but at every level you proved them wrong. And now, as you rise higher, they'll see what they feared all along. That nothing can hold down God's chosen. This is your time. Take the step, claim the higher ground, and don't look back. Chapter 8. The Unstoppable Declaration. This is it, the moment where everything becomes clear. They tried to break you. They lied about you. They threw everything they had at you, hoping you'd crumble. But look at you now. You are proof that God's chosen cannot be defeated. They didn't see it coming. They didn't expect you to rise. But here you are, stronger than ever, standing in the fullness of who you were meant to be. Every scar, every tear, every battle, it all led to this. You are unstoppable. The time for waiting is over. This is your call to action. Stand in your power, walk in your purpose. Let the world know you are chosen and nothing can stand in your way. Before you go, remember this, you are unstoppable and your journey is just beginning. If this message lit a fire in your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay connected to more powerful words of truth and victory. Together, we rise higher. Thank you for being here, chosen one. Until next time, stay strong, stay fearless, and never forget, God made you unstoppable.